Okay, so today's session we will start on with actually what and first a normal execution, how a Java program will be executed. Then after that, actually what we will see how normally actually what an installation of actually what Java, JDK, and Eclipse, and finally we'll see what is data types and variables. Okay. So in case if I'm going fast or if I'm going slow or something, please stop me there so that I can help you in a better way. Okay. Good. So first we'll see how to actually work on with a program execution, how a normal program executes, and then after that, how a Java program will be executed. Hope you would have learned in already in your school days or college days. But even though once we will see, so that the execution point you will understand it in a detailed way. So now, before that, can everyone say that actually what my screen is shared and then everyone can hear my voice, right? Hope so everyone can hear my voice and then you can see my screen. Awesome. Awesome. Great. Okay, guys. Cool. So first, so right now, actually what we are writing a program. So whatever we program write, that we will be calling it as a high level language. Okay, a high level language, a language which can be understandable by a human ear. Okay, so we will be writing it in English terms and then so that we can understand in a detailed way. Each and every line we will be calling it as a statements. In case if it's a Java program, Java statements, Ruby statement, or JavaScript statements like that. Okay, so the language which we write cannot be directly pushed to the machine and then it cannot understand it. So we always need a translator. That is, machines can understand only zeros and ones. So whatever we type an information, that should be converted to zeros and ones. So that process is called as translator. So there are two types of translator available. One is a compiler type, the another one is a interpreter type. These are the two types here. Okay, so compiler, interpreter, both the things do the same action. That is, it converts the high level language into zeros and ones. But the process alone a little bit changes there. So for example, if I have 1,000 lines of code, okay, so all the 1,000 lines of code will be converted, then it will be given for execution. Okay, so that's what compiler will do. Entire program will be converted. If there is any error, any syntactical errors, I would have forgot to give a semicolon or anything, that information actually what we will be getting it during the compilation time. Okay, so once we clear the errors, then only it will be given for execution. That's what a compiler will do. Interpreter, what it will do means line by line conversion and then execution. First line we convert, then executes. The second line we convert, then we execute. Third line we convert, execute. So like that phase actually what it goes one by one here. Okay, so what is the advantage and disadvantage here means? Compiler level, the execution starting time, it will be a little bit actually what a slower, not a big change, a small change actually what, there'll be a little bit delay on execution. But interpreter level, it is negligible. That is, it is so fast. But compiler level actually what, before itself we will be getting all the error information, we will clear it and then we will start our execution time. But interpreter level, what will happen means, that is, first we will be actually what, converting the first line, execute, second line, execute. Like that we go one by one. So here process is what means, okay, interpreter level, whenever you get an error in the line, then only it will throw an error. That is, whenever there is a problem, then only it will throw an error. So 500th line, if you have an error, once you cross actually what, the execution for the 500th line, then only you'll know there is an error there. Then again you clear it and then again you will start it from the beginning. Then again 600th line error and then again 700. So problem is, till your completion of your execution, you will not be sure that there is no problem in the program. So that's the thing. That is, during the execution time, that is, if there is error, there is a delay always in interpreter. But compiler time, always actually what we will be getting the information soon at the beginning itself. That's what these both will do. Understood, guys? Then next, okay. So then after the translation, it will be given to the actually what is it, CPU. So it converts it into a machine level language. Then it will be given for the CPU for execution. That's what it will do. Clear? So hope so everyone is clear, right? So it's a small concept only. Everyone is clear, right? Okay, cool. So now, so olden days actually what the programming language, we have actually what a compiler or we have an interpreter. Any one type of conversion alone. Okay. When Java comes actually what, they thought both the type of translator have an advantage. So they thought to actually what utilize both the things. Okay. So they actually what they did means actually what they add actually what the compiler plus interpreter both in the Java execution. So what they did means, so first we will write our Java program. So each and every line will be called as a Java statements here. And then the program actually what the file will be saved with an extension called .java. Java programs will be saved with .java execution. And then my Ruby programs will be saved with .rb, JavaScripts .js. Okay, like that every programming language has their own extension to save the file. Okay, so that's what here they do. Then after that, that has been given to the compiler. Now the compiler, what it will do is it will do a translation. So the entire program will be actually what verified whether there is any error. If there is no error, now what they will do means they will do a level of conversion. Okay, so they will create a bytecode. But this type of bytecode, whatever it is created, that it cannot be directly given for the CPU for execution. So this will create actually what a dot class file. In the dot class files actually what it will have a bytecode. Okay, this dot class files can be read only by the JVM alone, that is Java Virtual Machine. Okay, so they made it in a secured way that actually what this dot class files can be read by only actually what JVM alone. So when this JVM is being given for the CPU. Okay, but before giving it actually what another level of conversion, interpreter level of conversion will be done. The bytecodes is again converted into a machine level language, that is a zeros and ones, where actually what a CPU can understand, or the server, okay, or a system. Okay, so two level of conversion has been done in Java. Okay, so first a Java file is created by our side, then the compiler will create a bytecode and then it is saved in the dot class files. Then the dot class files are given for the JVM for another level of conversion. Then after that the bytecodes are converted into a machine level language, that is zeros and ones. Then it's been given for execution. Okay, so why they have introduced the process actually what having compiler plus interpreter? There is an advantage. What is the advantage it means? Okay, before in olden days, so I want to actually I have created one application. Now I want to actually sell the product. Now actually what I'll be searching for my clients. So my client is in US or UK. Now the client is asking actually what can we actually show a demo on this one. So now what we need to do means I need to send the entire code to the client there. Now if it's a genuine client, it's not a problem. But in case if he is not a genuine client, now what the problem is, he can duplicate my system here. Okay, so I took around more than actually 2.5 years to create this application. But that guy actually what happened within 6 months of time, he will duplicate my system and then he will come as a competitor to me. Okay, that's what will happen. So he will actually become as a competitor for me over there. So that's duplicating of actually system, all those things were common at that before. So to avoid that, that's what they did actually here they made in a way the Java files are first converted to a class files. These class files will be given for the customer who asks for a demo. So now what is the advantage? It means the code is safer with me. For execution purpose, we will send this class file because only the JVM can open and then convert it to a machine level language. Apart from that, no one can open and then see the code logic or anything. So that's why the code is safer with me here. That's the way actually what we use it, this thing. Okay, so that's how actually what Java become popular. And then after that, they had a lot of advantages over there to make sure actually what Java is one of the best language there. Clear? Everyone understood, guys? The basic process why we have a Java file and then the dot class files alone. Can everyone ping me in the chat windows? Yes, if you are able to understand this part. Everyone is clear, right? Cool. That's great. Okay, so we'll see actually what is this JVM and all those things. So now, so I told JVM is needed for me for my execution purpose. Correct? So what is JVM? Java Virtual Machine. Okay. Next, we need JRE also. Okay, what is this JRE means? Java Runtime Environment. Okay, so if I want the JVM, I need to install my actually what JRE over there. Okay, so here what is this JRE will do means actually what Java Runtime Environment. So every software it needs an environment in my system to run their programs. Okay, so that is what this Java runtime environment. Skype also has a Skype environment. Like that, any software you take, they need an environment for them to run their programs. That's what here Java runtime environment. Next, we have JDK. So, what is this JDK here means? Okay, Java Development Kit. That is the complete set of Java. It has a Java compiler, JVM plus GRE plus etc. A lot of things. So when we need JDK events, okay, so JRE is useful for me actually. What in case if I want to execute only Java programs, but in case if I want to integrate my Java program with actually what some other software, a third-party software, anything is there, that time we need this JDK. Okay, whenever we need an integration with actually what another third-party softwares, we need this. So, for example, if you see Selenium level, Maven is actually what one third-party tool. Okay, so that time if I want to use Maven, I need this JDK process here. Okay, so that's why this development kit is entirely needed for us also. So that's why now itself we will all install actually what Java and then JDK everything. Clear? So that's it about this process. So next we'll see the installation part. So if anyone has any questions, you can stop me at any point of time. So I'm happy to help you at any point of time, guys. Please stop me in case if I'm going fast or if you're not able to understand whatever I'm saying. Okay. So first thing, I want to install Java. So installing Java actually what it will get you JRE alone. If I install JDK, I told I will get the entire Java compiler, JVM plus GRE. So it's better actually, but anyway, I need JDK, so I'll go for JDK download. So, but right now the best thing is actually what go for JDK 8 download because why mean that is so much stable. So I will go for the JDK 8 download. So I'll click on the first URL. So here you can see Java SE Development Kit 8 downloads. So once you come, go for the first one. Don't go for the down one, which is demos and samples. Okay, we want the complete kit only. So go for this. Accepts license agreement over here. Then mine is a 64-bit machine, so I can take Windows x64. If it is your 32-bit machine, go for this. So mine is a 64-bit machine. So I will click on this. So once I click on it, I'll be getting a .exe file. Just double click on it. Next. The Java and then the JDK will be installed for you. So how to confirm it over there means, so after the installation, you just open your command prompt. Open your command prompt, CMD. Just type Java space -version. This confirms actually what whether you have installed your JDK successfully. Then along with that, we need some more also. So come to your C drive. Okay, come to your C drive here. Okay, because now I'm going to confirm whether actually what in the process level also actually what all the files has been settled. Come to your C drive, open your program files. Okay, then here you will see actually what Java. Go to the Java folder. Then here you should see a folder called JRE, another folder called JDK 1.8. Okay, so we have successfully installed both the things. Now you have to go to the JDK folder, then go to the bin folder. Okay, so what we have done so far, I'll tell you. So right now we have seen program execution, a Java program execution we have seen. Okay, then we have installation of JDK we saw. Now actually what we are doing means setting the path variable of JDK. That's what. Okay, right now we are going to see about the setting the path variable for the JDK. We have seen about the execution process of Java. Installation also we have done. Just we got the .exe file. Click on next. The JDK has been installed. Correct? That's okay, Rakesh. So if you have 10 point, that's okay. No problem. Use it. So in case new versions you guys are going for, it means go for 8. Otherwise, go for whatever you have. That's not a problem. Okay, setting the path variable of JDK now. So I went to the C drive, program files, Java, JDK. Inside the JDK, go to the bin folder. Okay, so copy this location. Right click copy. Now come to your my computer. Right click. Okay, you might have my computer. Otherwise, you might have this PC. Okay, right click on that place. Properties. Now click on the advanced system settings. So this is the place actually what I can also see whether it's 64-bit or 32-bit. Okay. So here click on the advanced system settings. Here go to the advanced tab, environment variables. Okay. Then come to the system variables. Here you can search for path. Okay. Click on the edit. Then go to the end of the line. Make sure you should not delete any information here, because if you're deleting, there might be some programs which should have not been which will not be working properly. Okay, so most of the softwares by default the environment will be set by the path. Okay, so our side for Java JDK alone we need to set the path. So give a semicolon at the end, and then after that paste the path. We have set the path. Okay, give a semicolon and then paste the path. Then you have to click on OK. So I have done already actually what I have set the path. So I'm clicking on cancel. Otherwise we have to click on OK, OK, and then OK. Okay. So then now close your command prompt, open it newly. Then again you type Java space -version. So without any issues, if it comes, everything has been set properly. Clear? That's it. So we have done with actually what? The setting the path variable of JDK. Understood, guys? So far, everyone understood these three process? Can everyone ping me in the chat windows? Yes, if you understood this thing. So these three process alone, everyone is clear, right? Cool. Rakesh, Shweta, Nitya, you guys also clear? Or you have any questions on this? Cool. That's great. Okay, guys. So now next. So now we have done with actually what? This installation part, right? Now next we will come. So I need to download my Eclipse. So for Eclipse download, you just give. So right now the foot down is the best one. So you can go for it, or any other latest version you can take it. So as of now, I'll give Eclipse Photon. There is a package. Okay, Eclipse Photon download. Click on the first one. One more thing. So here you click on this Eclipse packages. Here you can see actually what the Eclipse informations over here. Okay, so right now more downloads. So right now I'm there under the Eclipse Photon right now. Okay, so here Eclipse IDE for Java developers is there. Okay, so I need to download the package, so that's why I'm asking you to go for this. So by default, actually what it goes to, I'll show you here. So when this go for the first one, okay, at the beginning you will be going for actually what the page. If you download this will be like a installation type. So instead of that, I'm just going to the Eclipse packages. Then after that, actually what I will get this actually what Eclipse IDE for Java W developers is there. Okay, it look like a settings icon. Okay, click on this information for Windows 32-bit or 64. Make sure yours is 64-bit means take 64-bit, 32-bit means take 32-bit. Because why means if you take the other versions, it might not work properly. So that's why I'm saying. So go for the 64-bit. So once you download the 64-bit, you will be getting actually what a .zip file. Okay, so you can see. So you will come here. Once you click on download over there, so it will get downloaded for you. So once you download this, you will get a zip file like this. I'll go inside this. Okay, you will get a zip file like this. Okay, so right click on the zip file and then click on extract here. Okay, then you will get this folder directly here. Go to it and then get your application. That's it. So no installation over here. Directly download the package and then extract it, and then you have to go and click on the package. Understood this? So that is the one you will get from here. So if you want a different, some other actually what a package apart from Photon or something means, so here itself you can see all the different types of versions are available over there. These are all older versions. Make sure you use only these versions. Don't go for other things less than Kepler. Okay, so better to go for Photon. Photon is good. I'm using that one only. It's good. Go for this. Okay, so now we have seen actually what how to download and get Eclipse. Okay, so anyone has any questions on this? Clear, right? Okay, how to download and then get the Eclipse. I'll be forwarding this recording also for you guys, so you guys will not be having any problem. So everyone is clear, right? Good. So now we have downloaded. Okay, so now what we will do, we will utilize it. Okay, so now what we are going to do means, so we have to use the Eclipse. Okay, so Eclipse level, if you see, what does that mean? So simple. Before, we all used to actually write the program in a notepad, then save the notepad as a .java file, then we open a command prompt and then compile that actually what .java file, then it will create a .class file, then take that .class file, then we have to execute it, which is a long process. Okay, so Eclipse is a tool where I can write my code there and then I can execute my code there and then I can see the output also there itself. Okay, Eclipse is just a tool representation for me. So everything that I can see it in a single view. Okay, that is what this Eclipse here. Okay, like that we have a lot of different tools. So right now Eclipse and then NetBeans are popular on writing the Java code. Apart from that, we still have a lot of tools in the market. 500 tools are available in the market, but most of them prefers on Eclipse and then after that the NetBeans alone. Okay, so now how to use it? So we will see. So in Eclipse level, okay, first what we have to do means, okay, first we have to create the workspace environment. Then after that, actually what we have to create the project. Then after that, I need to create the package. Then after that, I need to create a Java or class files. Clear? So these 4 steps I need to do. Okay. So what is this workspace over there? Means that is where my entire projects will be saved. Okay. So that is I need an environment for the Eclipse over there to run their programs. Okay. So that is what the workspace here. Okay. So how to do it? So simple. So I told you once I extract this zip file, right click extract here. When I give, I'll be getting actually what one folder like this. Open this folder, click on this application. Okay, there will be only one application which is called Eclipse. Double click on it. Here, do you want to run this file? Yes, because I trust this because it's Eclipse over there. I know. I'm using Eclipse IDE Photon. So first you will get the Eclipse launcher. Here you have to create your workspace. Okay, you have to create a workspace over there. So by default, it will be there into the C drive. So make sure you change it to some other location. Okay, so I will go to browse here, go to the D drive, Murli laptop. So here I will just give actually what? I'll create a new folder here. Just copy this name. Any name I can give, I'll just write my second Java workspace. I'll just give my second Java workspace. Okay, select this. Now select the folder. That's it. So if I go to the original location, see my Murli laptop, my second Java workspace. So this is the one just now I created 7:41 a.m. Here as of now, it's an empty folder. Now when I click on launch, see what's happened. It creates some actually what some .metadata files and then some hidden files over there, which is needed for my Java execution here. So we have done with actually what creating the first one Java workspace. Next we are going to create the project. So we have got this. So open this. So first we will get a welcome screen. If you want, you can see some tutorials, all those things. As of now, I don't need this, so I'll get this, close this. So this is the Eclipse view. So now next actually what I need to do, I want to create a project I told. So how to create a project? So simple. Go to the file, new. Here you will have project. Then under this project over there, you will have Java folder because I want to work on with Java, right? So Java project. Okay. Then you have to click on next here. Okay. So simple. Go to the file, new project, and then under the Java folder, you will have Java project. Click on next. So I'll give a project name. So I'll just give it as actually what? First project. Okay. And then important thing is actually what use and execution environment will be there. So that one we have to actually what give Java SE 1.8 here. Okay, that is you should give 1.7 or 1.8 or above. Okay, make sure it's 1.8. I told it's a good one. Better to go for that 1.8 here. Okay, so go for 1.8. Then click on finish here. Okay, so important thing, name of the project and then execution environment, because by default it will be there under the J2EE project level. So we have to give according to our usage of JSA 1.8 here. Now click on finish. So once you create the project, so what you will have here, okay, so it's asking you to change the perspective. So that means, so the UI will be little bit changed. So as of now, you can see here, this is actually what J2EE. Now I will change it to actually what Java view. See, now a new section called Java also will appear. See, Java, this is Java EE. Okay, so we want to work on with the Java only, right? So that's why we changed the view for Java 1.8. So these unwanted files, I'll close it because I will not be using it. So here, once I create the project, what we will get? Give me a minute. Okay, so once we create the project, what we will get means we will get a source folder and then a GRE system library. If I go to the original folder location, right click on the project, properties. Here, this is my location. So where it will be means under the resource. So I can just directly click on this, otherwise copy paste this information. You can copy. Give me a minute, guys. Okay. So now in this place, put your location. Now it will go to the project location. So that's what my second Java workspace was, the workspace I created. Under that one, the first project is what I created. Here you can see we will have two informations, source and bin, and then some settings files, some class path files, all those things. Okay, so what this source folder will consist, what is this bin folder will consist in? So simple. We have seen the Java execution, right? So first we will have .java files, and the compiler will create the .class files, xyz.java, xyz.class, correct? So source folder will consist of all my .java files. Bin folder will consist of the .class files. So it will be creating actually what? The same what is the folder structure, whatever we have in the source folder, a duplicate of that will be created in the bin folder. So here what will happen means, so if I have actually what a Java files, here I will have the .class file for execution. That's what. Okay, that's what we'll have. So what is this GRE system library means? Okay, here we will have some jar files. Inside the jar files, we will have some packages and then some class files. So that is, these are all the internal code which will be helpful for me to execute the Java program. Okay, these are all pre-written codes that which will be helpful for me to work on with it. Okay, so now next. So now let me come here. So we have created what? The workspace. Then we have created the project. Next we have to create actually what? The package. Okay. So what is this package over there? So package level here. So right click on the source and then create the package. Package is just like a folder structure. Okay. So I'll create it. So I'll just give it as a package name actually for sample. So package name, if you see, I need to start with actually what? A lowercase. If I start with the uppercase, it gives me a warning. Okay. So the standard convention for using the package name is always should start with a lowercase letter. If I start with the uppercase letter, still it gets created, but it's not the best way to use it. That's what they're giving the warning. But if I give a space here, see, if I give a space, then it gives me invalid package, and it is mandatory that you cannot do it like this. Okay. Same thing, you cannot use hyphen also. The only one symbol which can be used is underscore. Okay. The only one which you can use is underscore here. Okay. That's how. So sample, I'll just give back. We use like this. Otherwise, we will give it in a sample pack like this. So these are the ways we used to differentiate actually what two different words here. Okay. So now click on finish. So here, if I come to the source folder, you can see sample pack is created. Okay. So we have created the package. The next thing we have to create a Java or a class file. So how to create it? Right click on the package, new class. Okay. So here I will give the class name. So that is a keyword. Now I'm trying to create the .java files. Okay, so I will just give learning Java. I'll just give. Okay, then after that I will click on this public static void main. Okay, so always we need to click on this checkbox public static void main, because this is a function which will help to execute my Java program by default. Okay, so I will click on this checkbox. When we have a main function, then only we can execute a Java program. I'll click on finish. So learning Java is my file name. Okay, that's my class name here. Okay, I will increase the font size around. Go to window, preferences, font, go to the basic folder, text font, edit, and then I will increase the font size. Hope so everyone can clearly see it. Okay, so here you can see package sample pack. So that's my package name. Then public class learning Java. Okay, so learning Java is the file name we give. So that's my class name here. Then we clicked on the checkbox called public static void main, right? So that's what we got this function here, public static void main. Clear? So we had this. So any code that we need to execute, we will be writing inside the main function. So I'll just give syso control space. Then you click on select that, enter. So the shortcut to get the system.out.println is, so type syso, then control plus space plus enter button. That's it. Clear? So then in this, I will just give hello world. That's it. Okay. Now let me right click, run as Java application. See, we got hello world, system.out.println, hello world we have got. Okay. So anything that comes in double quotes will be treated as a string here. Okay. So once again, I'll create a new file, right click on the sample package, new class. Then I will just give understanding Java. Any name I can just give, I'm just giving. So now instead of giving a public, I'm going to click on the package. So once we select public, here you see we got public class learning Java. If I'm not selecting this, if I'm selecting this one, I will get class learning Java. That's the difference, not much. Okay. Then now I will not click on this checkbox public static void main. Okay. Then I will click on finish. Okay, so I gave the name of the file as understanding Java, selected the modifiers as package, then I did not click on the checkbox here, click on finish. So we got it. See, if I don't give public keyword, I will not get this public keyword here. That's it. Okay, now I'm not having my main function. So what is the shortcut to get my main function? So simple, type main. Then press control space, then click on enter button. That will get you my main function. Now type syso control space enter button. Then in double quotes you can just give hello world. That's it. Clear? Right click on the program, run as Java application. Hello world will be printed. Understood guys? So now we have created the Java and class file, and also we saw how to execute a basic program. This is what we have seen still now. Clear everyone? How to create a workspace, a project, package, how to create a Java class file, and then to execute a basic program. Everyone is clear on this part? Which is that is, you're asking the difference between what is Java and then what is class file, Shweta? Is that your question? You can also unmute from your end if you have any questions also. Oh, cool. Sure. So what is the difference means Java files is used for actually what? To write the program. So whatever files we write here, right? So it's been saved as .java. Can you see? .java.
Murali, just a second. I was just trying to understand the difference between the first one and the second one, like the learning Java, and then because the first one you said it was declared as a public class, right?
Yes.
And the second one you said it's a package.
No. It's like learning Java here. When I created the class, I selected the radio button modifiers as public. So we got here actually what? A keyword called public. Okay, the same thing the second time actually what when I created the class understanding Java, there I selected actually what the radio button called package. Okay, so here I did not get the keyword called public over there. That's what I
Okay.
did.
So when do we use both?
No, that part I will take you further classes over there, because the access modifier is usage of where to write the program and then how to utilize in the package and project level. So now if I say it will be like a little bit advanced level. So once we cover the very basics, then if I explain you, you will feel it in a lightweight.
Okay,
Got
sounds
it
good.
right?
Thank you.
Yeah, good. So the thing is actually what now here if you see we have created without a checkbox called public static void main. So we did not get this main function. So if I want the main function, shortcut is main control space enter. Same thing for system.println syso control space enter, then gives hello world here. That's it. Okay, so to execute a program, right click on the program, run as Java application. Okay, otherwise on the top level you can see run understanding Java. You can click on this or click on this drop down, run as Java application. So these are the different ways we can execute. So what will happen in case if I don't have a main function? See, I will delete it. Control S. I saved the program. Right click, run as. Can you see? I will not get the option called Java application. That's what I told. If we don't have a main function, we cannot execute a program. That's why Java main function is needed for us for executing Java program. Okay, guys, clear for everyone on this. So now let me come to the original program. Okay, original file section. So I told source folder will consist of all the .java files. Bin folder will consist of all the .class files. Correct? So now I'll come to this source. So we have created one package called sample pack. Under this, learning Java, understanding Java. Can you see? Both are Java files here. Right click, edit. Can you see? The same program, whatever I'm writing over there, it's been written here. So that is still we are following the same thing. That is we write it in a notepad, then save it to the .java file, and then we give it to the command prompt for execution. So now also it's been done in the same way, but these processes are done by my Eclipse. Okay, I don't want to do it. I directly write the program here, and then when I execute it, my Eclipse knows that actually what it needs to go to the specific place over there, and then after that it will execute over there through help of a command prompt. That Eclipse knows. So that's what here. Same thing. If I come to the bin folder, I told it will have .class files. So I'll go here. Sample pack. Here you can see class files. So can I open this program? No. So right click, but even though forcefully when I try to open it, see, it opens it, but no one can understand whatever it is written over there, because these things can be understandable only by the JVM alone. Okay, so JVM understands actually what these .class files. So that's what these class files will be given for the client whenever he wants to see a demo. So client can execute and see, but he cannot see my code, whatever it is written. Clear? Understood, guys? Anyone? So we also see So difference between .java and then .class files. Still now, anyone has any questions? Is everyone is clear? If you're clear, please ping me in the chat windows yes. Just ping me in the chat windows yes if you have understood it so far. Cool. Hope so. I'm not going fast or something, right? I'm going in a proper phase, right? Is if you guys are okay with the phase, I hope so. In case if you want me to increase or decrease the speed, please let me know. Okay, guys. So cool. So now what we will do? So we have written, we have seen all these things. So we'll have a break for a 5 minutes. Okay, or 10 minutes. We'll have a break till 8:10. Okay. So then after that, we will just see a recap of this, and then after that we'll see, start on with the data types and variables. Okay, we'll have a break for 10 minutes, then after that we will again continue. Okay, 8:10 we will continue. Thank you. Thanks, guys. Hello. Hey guys. So we'll start the session. So can we start the session? Can everyone ping me as yes if you're available? So we can continue. Can everyone ping me as yes? Cool. Nitya, you're there? Hey, hi Nitya. Okay, cool. So now I just want you guys to repeat the same exercise as what I have done right now. So I'll close this Eclipse. So I want you guys to help me on creating a workspace, a project, package, and then a Java file. Okay. So let me go to the place where I have my Eclipse. Okay. So I'll ask, hey, hi Pragya. Hey, hi Pragya, you there?
Yeah, hi.
Hey, hi Pragya. Can you help me right now? So I got this actually what? Zip file. So once I get the zip file, what I need to do, can you just go through the process for me?
Just a minute.
Yeah, sure. Just give a try. In case if you're not able to do, I will help because I know for sure this is the first time, right? So first day. So no worries. Just give a try. Anyway, I'm there to help you guys.
Yeah, you have to right click and extract all the files from
Super.
zip file. Yeah.
Then I'll get this folder.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
You click on this Eclipse.
Yes, which is
double
an
click on that
application.
application. Yeah. And run it.
Run it. So by default, I'll be getting my workspace location under the C drive. I want to change it.
Okay.
So what I need to do if I want to change the workspace location?
Just click on the browse button and you can give your desired location.
Yes, correct. So as of now, I'll just create a new folder here. So I'll just give my third workspace something. Just any name I can give. So I'm just giving this. Select the folder. Yes. Now click on launch. Hey, good. Hey, thanks, Priya. Thank you. Awesome.
Yeah. Nope.
Hey, sorry. Yes, Priya?
No, it's no.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey, hi, Rakesh.
Hi.
Hey, Rakesh. Now, can you tell me, we have created the workspace. Next, now we have to create the project.
Next, we'll have to create the project actually.
Yes. So once I will get this screen, so now what I need to do?
So you mean you can close the welcome screen?
Yes, correct.
File and then you can even project.
Yes. Now I can go for project.
And select the Java project.
Java project. Yes.
Next. And the project name, I think the best the best coding standards is like starts with lowercase.
No. Packages starts with a smaller case. Project you can give however you want.
Okay, all right. Yeah, you can give a project name.
So project name I'll just give actually what my project. Yes. Then.
Yeah, and then click. You need to select the right JRE.
Yes. Better to go with 1.8. So yes. That is a standard version. That's why. Click on.
Okay, so I have a question over here.
Yes.
So in the Eclipse, what I've installed. Okay. So as I previously told you, like I have installed JDK 10.2. So I Java I see 10.2. Is that okay?
Yes, you can go with that.
Okay, fine.
Okay, good.
Yeah, and click finish.
Yes. Now the view will be changed because it will be by default it will be J2EE. Now we are changing it to a Java view. A small UI change alone will come, not a big change. So I don't want these files which are all not needed for me. So I'll close all these things now. Okay. So what are the things we will have under this project?
So we will have a source file.
Yes, correct. Then if I go, sorry, just a minute. Okay. So here under this project we'll have source and then bin.
And a bin. Yes.
What source folders is used for? What bin folders are used for to capture?
So the source folders are used for .java files.
Yes.
I mean, the code what we write.
Super.
The bin files will have the .class files.
Super. Yes, that's it. So now next actually what? Here we have GRE system library. You have any idea what is this GRE system library?
Yes. So these libraries are predefined files.
Super.
Yeah.
That is, if I'm writing system.out.println. So for that, it's going to print me actually what? Hello world, whatever statement I'm going to give. So, but for that, there are internally actually what 25 to 30 lines of code has been written. So those things actually what we can use it directly when we have these libraries. So that's why we use these libraries here. Okay, good. A good man, good Rakesh. So now next I'll ask Shweta. Hey, hi Shweta. Hello. Hey Shweta, you're there?
Yes.
Hey, hi Shweta.
Sorry.
Can you tell me right now, I have to, now actually what, I have created the workspace and project. Can you help me on creating the package and then the Java class files?
Sure, I'll give it a try.
Yeah, sure, please. You give it a try. In case if you have any issues, I will be helping you for sure. No worries.
So right click on source and the new package.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
use lowercase, create a package.
Super. I'll give sample. If I give us capital letter, so it's giving me a discourage package name. Is it mandatory I should not create a capital with a uppercase?
Well, you can if you want to, but it's advisable to go with lowercase.
Yes, correct. Can I use a space?
No, spaces are not recommended. I think you can use underscore.
Yes, correct. So I want to give sample Java. So for example, I need to differentiate these two words. So what are the best practices to follow?
Sample underscore Java.
Just one underscore Java. Next, otherwise, go with the uppercase like this.
Oh.
Got it, right? These are the ways we can differentiate two words over here for a package or a class or anything. Okay. Yeah. Now I'll click on finish. Super. Next, I want to create a Java file or a class file. Can
Right.
you tell me?
Oh.
Yeah. Right click on the package.
Sorry. Yeah. Right click and then new class.
New class. So now I'll just give first day. Here also the naming convention, we should start with actually what the classes always should start with the uppercase. We should not start with the lowercase. It's just a discouraged name. It's a warning, but you can still go for it. But you cannot give a
public
space. Yes, correct.
Okay.
You cannot give a space or you cannot give a hyphen here. As usual, words can be differentiated by underscore or by using actually what? The capital letter.
Okay.
Okay, super. So now as of now, I'll go with a package. Then
okay.
I forgot to click on the main function, this checkbox.
You have to click on that, right? For the package.
Yeah, correct. We should anything public or package, we have to click on it. As of now, I forgot to click on it. I'm clicking on finish. Okay, I'm creating a class without a main function right now. Now, what is a shortcut to get my main function? Can you tell me? I'll just give me a minute. I'll increase the font size. Sorry. Yeah. Can you tell me what is the shortcut to get my main function?
Enter main.
Super. M-A-I-N.
And enter.
Yes. Control space and then select it. Enter. Super. Now I want to print an hello world. What I need to do?
CISO.
CISO.
Control space enter.
Control space enter. In double quotes.
Double quotes.
Give it hello world. That's it. Okay. A good. A super. A good one. Thanks, Shweta.
Oh, sure.
So now we have seen actually what how to create a project package and then a class file. So everyone is clear on this part, right? Can everyone ping me as yes if you're totally clear on still now what are the topics we have covered? Everyone is clear on this part, right? Okay, guys, super. So now next we will jump on to data types. So what is data types? So hope so everyone would have actually learned some data types in your college days. So anyone can tell me as what are the data types you have idea? Can anyone tell me? Any data types you guys know?
Yeah, so integer, string,
Super. We have integer, string.
double.
Super. Double we have. Double. Also we have float.
Yeah.
So also here we have byte, short, integer. Then we have long.
Long.
Super. Good. Next, anything? For a true or false, what we can do?
Char we have.
Yes, we have carrier. Super.
Boolean.
Yes, Boolean. Awesome. So these are the different data types we have. Okay. So here, what are these data types is used for us? So simple. Right now, this byte, short, integer, long, all helps for me to store numbers. Okay. These float and double will help for me to store decimals. Boolean is used for me to store actually what? True or false. Character used to store a single letter alone. Okay, a single letter alone I can store in single quote. String, any information that comes in double quotes will be treated as a string. I can store a single letter or a group of words or anything. Whatever information that comes in actually but double quotes will be treated as a string here. Okay. So now important thing is byte, short, integer, long. It helps me to store numbers. Then why we need these many data types to store numbers and these two data types to store decimals over there? Okay. So byte, short, integer, long all will help me to store actually what? The number, that is actually what? Everything as a range over here. So if you see right now, okay, I'm just going to give actually what? And not a perfect numbers. I'm trying to give actually what? To understand the process first, then I will give you the perfect numbers. So byte is a kind of everything. Okay, what is the data types? It's a like kind of a container which helps the variable to say the range of values to be stored inside a variable. Okay, so how we will see? Double. Okay, so this is byte, this is short, this is integer, this is float, this is double. Okay, so if you see, byte can help me to store values from, okay, I'm not giving the perfect numbers, I'm trying to make you to understand the concept only. So the original numbers I'll tell you actually what later. So in case if it helps me to store minus 127 to 128. Short helps me to store values from minus 300 to 300. Integer minus 500 to 500. Long minus 1000 to 1000. Float minus 1500.002 1500.99. Double help me to store values from minus 2500.002 2500.99. Okay, so this is how actually what the informations can be stored over there. Okay, so now in case if I have actually what a value which is 450, if I have a value which is 450, so which are the data types help for me to actually what store the values? So now if you see 450 is a number. Okay, so numbers can be stored in actually what these four data types. Okay, so now this information can be stored. So minus 127 to 128 in this range 450 comes? No. Minus 300 to 300? No. Minus 500 to 500? Yes, we get. So in integer data type we can store it. Minus 1000 to 1000. So this can be stored under in this range 450 comes? Yes, it can be stored here also. Okay, so what is this data type helps for me means that is it's giving me a range of values that can be stored in every data types. Okay, it helps a variable to decide as what data types can be taken for the value. That's what a data type will do. Same thing, if my value is actually what? So I have around 2000.30. So it's a decimal, correct? So decimals actually what if you see, I can store it in float and then double. So minus 1500 to 1500.99. In this range 2000.30 comes? No. Minus 2500 to 2500.99. In this range we get actually what a decimal value 2000.30. Yes, so this can be stored under double. That's what here. This is what a data type will do. Clear? Clear for everyone? As what is a data type and then what is the usage of it. Okay, you guys understood the process? Okay, cool. So now what are the real numbers also? I'll just show you. Data type in Java. Yes, Rakesh, it has an impact over there. So based on actually which data type you use, a memory space has been collected, but not a big consideration. But it's not a big consideration over there. A minimal level of consideration only, but not a big thing. Okay, so this is what the real numbers, if you see. Just put it over here. So this is what the real numbers. Byte can store from 128 to 137. Short minus 32,768 to 32,767. Integer in millions over there. Long in trillions over there. It comes over there. Okay. This is how the values can be used. So float alone actually what we have to use actually what the F symbol over there for that to store values over there. Okay. So that's how these many ranges here. Clear? So next, so we have seen about data types. Next we will see about variables. So in variable, okay, we have actually what? Let me come. Okay, in variable there are two sections. One is declaration, another one is initialization. One is declaration, another one is initialization. There are two steps over here. So what this declaration will do means, okay, declaration means so simple. It's like actually what? Creating a memory location. Creating a memory location here. Okay, initialization means actually what? Storing a value to the memory location. Storing a value to memory location. Okay, initialization. Another thing actually what? Reinitialization we have, that is replacing the existing value. Replacing the existing value to memory location. That's what is being done. Okay, so next, so how to use all the things? So first declaration we'll see. So integer I. So when I do like this, what will happen here means when I give integer I, it creates me a memory location for me here. Then I will be my memory location. This integer acts as a reference to the memory location, says to the memory location, store only integer values alone. That means store only values from actually what? This range alone. That's what it will say. Clear? So now this concept is actually what? Declaration. Next step is initialization. So initialization actually what it will do means, okay, see now here I'm going to give I is equal to 10. Now what will happen means it will try to identify a memory location which has a variable name called I. Yes, we have here. So now in this 10 will be stored here. Okay, in this 10 will be stored. That's what it will do. Clear? Next is reinitialization. Reinitialization means what means? So again I'm going to give I is equal to 20. So now what will happen? It searches for a memory location called I. In that already we have actually what? A value called 10. Now I'm replacing it with actually what? 20. So replacing it with 20 here. That's what will happen here. Clear? That is what reinitialization. Understood, guys? Any questions on this? What is a declaration, initialization, and reinitialization? Okay. So what is a variable means? Okay, a memory location which will help us to store. Okay, so I'll write it here. Memory location which helps to, okay, memory location to store values with help of data type range, because data types are the one which helps me to decide as actually what values to be stored. That's why with the help of data type range actually what it helps me to store the values. Okay, in that we have three things: declaration, initialization, and reinitialization. Okay, so next thing, okay, how a variable can be used. So right click, I'll create a new class, variable usage. I'll click on package as of now, then I'll have my main function. Yes. So how a variable can be declared and then used. So integer I is equal to 10 I will give. Now CISO, control space, enter. Now if I want to print the value of I need to directly give the variable name. Right click, run as Java application. It gives me actually what the value as 10. In case if I give it in double quotes, okay, instead of giving the variable name, I'm giving it in double quotes. See now what happens? It prints I. So anything that will be given in double quotes will be treated as a string. So that's why always variable name should be given directly. If I want to replace the value, I is equal to 20. Now CISO I. Now if you see, I value will be 20 here. Can I give here integer I is equal to 20? No, because it is trying to create another new memory location called I. But already we have a memory location called I. So there is a conflict here. Okay, so I need to replace the existing value. I cannot create a same variable name with the same. I cannot create a variable name with the same name. That's the thing. Understood, guys? Everyone is clear, right? So now, what are okay? Everyone clear? Can everyone ping me in the chat windows? Yes, if you understood. Can everyone ping me in the chat windows? Yes, if you understood. Cool, that's great. So now next, let me go. So here I will just, so we have seen about actually what is a variable. So now we'll see what are the types of variable we have. Okay, types of variable. So here we have actually what two types of variable. One is global variable. Okay, another one is local variable. One is a global, another one is a local variable. Okay, so any variable that has been declared inside a function. See, this variable we have declared inside the function, that is called as a local variable. Any variable that has been declared outside the function will be called as a global variable. So how? For example, this is my class ABC. Here I have a main function, public static void main, string arguments. So here I told any variable that has been declared inside the function will be called as a local variable. Okay, this is a local variable. Okay, so any variable which has been declared outside the function. So x is equal to, for example, 20, y is equal to 30. So any variable that has been declared outside the function, that is called as a global variable. So global variable is of two types. One is static, another one is non-static. Okay, one is static, another one is non-static. Yeah. Okay, so these two are global variables. Okay, so how to utilize all those things we are going to see next. So I'll create a class.
Mostly, I do have a doubt
Yes, please tell me.
here. Yeah, if we declare the same variable inside and outside of the function, then what would happen? Suppose int I declare outside of the function and also inside of the function.
Yeah. So what will happen means actually what the utilization, that is, two variables will be created because a global memory is different, a local memory is different. Okay. So the utilization alone, there will be some difference on utilization. I will just show you that also, how the utilization is being done. Okay. So now if you see
Okay.
here, I am going to integer. So first actually what I will create a global variables. So global variables I told integer a is equal to 10, integer b is equal to 20. So a variable which as a keyword called static will be called as a static variable. Okay, so this is a global variable. This is of static, and then this variable is a non-static. Okay, any variable which has been declared inside the function, okay, that will be called as a local variable. That's it. Okay, so how to utilize one by one? So CISO C. So local variable, we know directly we can utilize them with help of the class. Sorry, directly with the variable name. Okay, just a minute, guys. Okay, guys, sorry. So any variable which has been declared inside the function will be called as a local variable. Then after that, we are printing it over there by the variable name. Correct? So I will execute it, run as Java application. I'm getting 30. Same thing. How to utilize the global variables means, if it is a static variable, I'll be referring them with help of my class name. CISO. Then my class name is what? Variable types. Dot A. So now you can see when I refer them with help of a class name, and then when I give a dot, can you see I'm getting A, class, and then main. So A is what? Is a static member. Okay. Public static void main. There also we have a static keyword. So that also comes in the static. And class also is a static member only. So which are the members are static? You will get a S symbol on the top of it. So static members can be accessed directly by the class name itself. See now, right click, run as Java application. 10. So you'll get 10 over here. Okay. So now next, non-static member. So static members, we can access them with help of a class name. But non-static members, we have to create an object. Only when we create an object, then only I can access the non-static members. So how to create an object? So simple. So for variables, actually what data types are the reference. That's why we get integer, all those things. Same thing for the actually what objects, classes are the reference. Okay, how to create an object means so simple. Just give new space variable types. Okay, variable types is my class name, and then always objects, it comes with a parenthesis, open and then close parenthesis. Okay, so we got it here. Now I need to, so we have created the object. Now we need to give a reference for the object. So for the variable types, so the classes are the reference I told, right? Variable types, obj is equal to new variable type. So obj is my object name. Variable types is the reference for me, my class name. Okay, so that's what here. So what this step will do means so simple. In case here, so the same step over there. If I create an object for this ABC class, so ABC obj is equal to new ABC. So what will happen on this point means, that is it creates me one object here. The object name is what? OBJ. Now, all the global members will be loaded into the object. So what are the global members we have? Static int x is equal to 20, int y is equal to 30. So these two members will be loaded, and then my main function will get loaded into it. So all these global members will be loaded. It can be a static, or it can be a non-static. It can be a function, or it can be actually what? A variable. Everything gets loaded into it. Clear? Understood, guys? Everyone, how to create an object? If you create an object, what will happen? Everyone clear on this part? How to create an object? And then if you create an object, what will happen? Can everyone ping me in the chat room? Yes, if you're clear on this part alone. So now next, so we have created the object, and then after that for me it has been loaded all the information. So now I need to access it. So how to access it? If you see, so obj, sorry, obj dot. Now can you see I'm able to access the B variable, see, which is a non-static member. Okay, along with it, can you see I'm able to access the A variable also, which is a static member. And if I come down, see, my main function also will be there. All those things. Along with it, you can see, can you see this B, A alone, it's coming as variable types, and then my main function also comes as variable types. So that is my class name. Other things actually what it comes as object, object, object. So what does that means? Object is the supermost class of all the classes in Java. So by default, any object you create, so from the object class you will get their members also. Okay, that's what we will get here. So now I'm going to give obj dot b. I got it. Then static members also gets loaded into the object, right? So obj dot a, and then static members can also be utilized directly also. System.println a. That's what. Okay. So static members alone, if you see, I can access them with help of the class name, with help of the object name, also directly by the variable name. Non-static members, only with the help of the object we can access it. Okay, so now let me write a nice Java application. Okay, see, it prints 30, 10, 20, 10. So I will just make it like this. So this is C. I'm trying to give it. So here what I'm doing over there means I'm doing string concatenation. So anything that comes in double quotes will be printed as it is. So it will print C equal to a space, then plus C. So what is my C? The value of C is 30, correct? So anything added to a string will become as a string. So that will be C is equal to 30 will be printed for me here. Okay, same thing next year. If you see, I'm printing A. This, it prints me A. So A, my class name. Okay, I'll just give. I'm referring by class name, so for that I'm just giving class name A. Same thing here. Object name B. This is object name A. This is variable name A. That's what I'm doing. Clear? So first thing, so right now static int A is equal to 10, int B is equal to 20. We have two global members. Integer C is equal to 30 is a local member. So for system.out.println, C is equal to, I'm printing plus C. So what is my C value right now? So whatever comes in double quotes will be printed as it is. So no need to worry about that. What is my C value? 30. So 30 will be printed for me here. See, C value is 30, it's printed. Next, class name A, it will be printed as it is. Then variable types dot A. So variable types is my class name. Dot A, that will be 10. 10 will be printed. Then I'm creating an object. So when I create the object, all the global members might be static or non-static, might be a function or a variable. Everything gets loaded into it. So next, object name B. Here I'm printing. See, I will just do one small thing. So next, object name B, obj.b. So obj.b means what? The value is 20. So 20 is printed. Then object name dot a, obj.a. So it goes to the obj. A value is what? 10. 10 is printed. Variable name a. So plus a. So what is my a value? That is 10. So now we have printed the local and then the global members both. So one thing here, static members alone can be referred with help of a class name, object name, directly by the variable name also. That's what the extra 3 things we saw. Non-static members only with help of the object name alone I can access. Local members I can access directly. Understood, please? Everyone is clear? So how to access all the different types of variables? Everyone is clear on this? What are the 3 different types of variables? And then after that, actually, what? How to access all the things? Everyone is clear on this part, right?
Murli, I do have a concern here.
Yeah, please correct, Pragya.
Yeah. If we declare that some value of a inside the as local variable also.
Superb. Yes.
Yeah. Then then what value does it print?
Good question. So now I will just give integer a is equal to 50 here. So now this becomes as a local variable, correct? Now if I print sysO a, now what will be the a value we'll see? That prints me 50. Why? Because whenever we refer with a variable name, always the search will be there on the main function level. So it prints me the local variable a value, which is 50. But now I want to print the value of a global member means. So global member is of which type? Static. Static members can be referred with the help of the class name. So sysO variable types, that's my class name, dot a. Now if I run the program, see the a value will be 10. Understood? Local members we will be referring with the help of actually what? The variable name. Static members actually what? Always the standard practice is to refer with the help of a class name. That's the best practice.
Yeah.
Okay, because when we refer only by the variable name, if we don't have the local variable with the same name, then it prints a static member value. But if we have the actually what local member, so local gets the highest priority. So that prints me actually what local member value only.
Okay.
Got it, right?
Yeah.
Thank you. Any questions, guys? A good question, Pragya. Thank you. That's a good question. Anyone ask any questions so far on today's session? Okay, cool. So with this, I'll stop it for today. So tomorrow, what we will be doing is we will see execution of these programs in a memory allocation part. Okay, that's when we execute the program. So a memory will be allocated for everything. So how the memory is allocated and then utilized. So always executing a program with help of a memory will be easier for us to understand. So that's what we are going to do. Okay. Okay, so with this, I'll stop it for today. I will be forwarding you guys actually what the programs today. So you guys can actually have a look on that. And then if you have any questions, you can ping me. Hope so everyone have my number also. So you can ping me in WhatsApp, or you can ping me in mail, or you can also actually contact me in any of the place. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Tomorrow morning, we'll meet by 7 a.m. Okay, bye. Thank you.
Thank you.